simply this, that we have an amazing opportunity this week. We get to have church together on site at New Life. And we've sent out letters, we've sent out emails, texts. We're doing our absolute best to make sure that you know all that goes into this. But the one thing I want you to hear, just in case somehow or another this hasn't come through yet, you have to actually register to attend. You have to actually register to attend. And you can do that by calling the church. You can do that by emailing. But we need you to do that, okay? Because space is filling up pretty quickly. And we want you to get in on that if you can. There's a lot of regulations. There's a lot of guidelines that we're needing to follow and so forth. And a video, if it hasn't gone out yet, will be going out about that as well. But I just want you to know, I hope I get a chance to see you this weekend. The other thing I wanted to share with you is simply this. This morning in my reading, I was reading out of Luke 23. And several years ago, on the advice of somebody else, I began a practice that has served me really well. No matter what else I'm reading in my regular time with the Lord, as I use various plans and so forth, but no matter what else I'm reading, I'm always reading through the Gospels. And what I find is that, those stories that are so familiar, they just keep on giving and keep on giving. And today the Lord said something to me. He showed me how the ladies, the 23rd chapter of Luke is the crucifixion of Jesus. And he showed me how the ladies were so incredibly faithful all the way through. They followed him from early on. They ministered to his needs. They gave financially. They listened, everything. And then at the time of his suffering and death, they were so much more committed to him than the men were. And what the Lord really spoke to me about today was their love. They had a love for him that never quit, even after he was dead and in the tomb. Their love for him continued to be a driving force. They were still doing life based on their love for him, making plans for the day after the Sabbath, putting together the spices and the ointment. They were still thinking of how to show their love to him, even when it seemed like everything they had believed him for was over. And when I compare that to the guys, their love for him, I think, was still there. I think they still loved him. But their fear and their disappointment overwhelmed their love. So while they still had, I'm sure, some love for Jesus, the simple truth is they weren't doing their lives anymore based out of their love for him. They were doing life from that place of fear and confusion and disappointment. And I just said, Lord, I want to love like those ladies had for you. I want to love you like that. I want to love you so that when I get it and when I don't get it, when I'm really excited about what you've done, and when I'm really confused, even just to be honest, disappointed about the way you let things turn out, where I'm always, when I see you and when I don't, I'm always living life from a place of how do I love Jesus better? How can I show him my love? The cool thing about it is because they had that kind of love, I think that's why they were the ones that got to see him first. I think the reason Mary was able to see Jesus before any of the others is because she had that kind of faithful love, and I want to love like that. I really do. So be encouraged. Looking forward to seeing a whole bunch of you on Sunday. Hope you have a terrific weekend, and go in peace.